Get away.
My name's Aaron. John Paul's best friend.
Get over it.
It's going to be brilliant, this, isn't it? It's going to be brilliant. If there's anyone here who's feeling worried, nervous or apprehensive, it's probably because you just married John Paul.
First of all today, I'd like to start by thanking Tanya. Seriously, thanks for turning up.
When researching the best man speech, we learned that we as best men are expected to sing the praises of the groom and tell you what a wonderful person he is. Unfortunately, I'm a bad singer and Aaron's a terrible liar.
John Paul, for those of you who don't know, is our older brother, and spending so much time together over the years has helped shape our sense of humour. So if you find this speech unfunny, you all know who to blame.
When John Paul was born, Dad picked him up into the air, and as he did so, John Paul decided to take this opportunity to do his first crap, all over Dad's hand and all over his arm. This is Dad's favourite story about John Paul, as he likes to tell the punchline.
He's been doing it ever since.
I remember one day we were playing cricket on the beach and Gran was there. She was in the 70s at the time. She ran up, first ball, bowled John Paul out, middle wicket, straight away. Being the kind of person John Paul is, he won't let anyone else bat. He carried on, smashed every ball into the sea, which I had to go and get. It was funny seeing Granny Flintoff bowling out for a duck first ball.
When we were young, John Paul used to cheat at everything. He used to cheat at computer games. He used to cheat at sports, especially like to cheat at Monopoly. It was no surprise to us when he said he was going to be a solicitor.
Saying that, he's got myself and Aaron out of a few scrapes, so it's always handy to know one. Being the older brother, John Paul's always looked after us both, although it's normally John Paul who needs looking after when we go to our local. John Paul is a keen sportsman. And he particularly loves his Formula 1.
He's had some injuries though. One time he stood close to the battering rounders and got smashed in his mouth, and ended up in hospital with stitches for his split lip.
And I remember the time he had to go to hospital because he knocked himself unconscious at the high jump at school. His favourite sport's golf though. As you can see from this picture, he takes it very seriously.
At least we can say that John Paul's grown up in the last few years, as he managed to control himself while he cut the cake, unlike when he was younger.
Oh, she cut the cake out of me. Tom was going to cut the cake before the speech. So,
When I was younger, John Paul convinced me that I was adopted from a Chinese family. What our parents never told John Paul, he was the actual one that was adopted. His parents were Eskimos. This is the beach where they first found John Paul in 1979.
Okay, we'd like to speak a little bit about John Paul and Tanya now. It was clear from an early age that they were always meant to be together.
We've both got a great fashion sense, great haircuts.
Right, now to the stag do. John Paul decided to go to Edinburgh for his stag do, which is a lovely, quiet, very sophisticated affair. We didn't embarrass John Paul at all.
Nobody got drunk.
I'd like to talk about Tanya as well a bit at the moment. She's very caring, sociable, enjoyable to be around, and unlike someone she lives with, actually makes me a cup of tea when I go around to visit.
Tanya is a beautiful, kind, warm, good-hearted person who deserves a great husband. I think it's a good job John Paul snapped her up before she found her.
Tanya's a great artist and often makes clay into wonderful models. And hopefully, after a few years of marriage, she might be able to shape John Paul into a socially acceptable person. Tanya, as a wife, you'll be expected to keep your hair and makeup perfect at all times, to dress in a way that pleases John Paul.
You should cook his favourite meals every night and encourage him to go out with his friends on a regular basis.
Do these simple things and your marriage will be blessed with many years of happiness.
Tanya, we know John Paul loves you very much because he spent a long time writing this speech for us.
Just a quick thank you as well. We'd also like to thank Mum and Rachel. We've been working for months on the wedding. It's been amazing. Rachel, the singer, was unbelievable today. We'd also like to thank Pete, Margie, John, Val and Tracy for all your hard work. And Tracy, thanks for the pictures as well.
Wake up! I'd also like to say that the bridesmaids look smashing today. Second to none to Tanya, I'm sure he'll agree with me there.
We'd also like to thank Dad as well, but we had to bribe him just to get him a suit.
Long sleeves.
Obviously, we've known John Paul all our life, and we've known Tanya for over 7 years now, and I can honestly say they are perfect for one another.
One thing about Tanya, she's made John Paul the happiest I've ever seen him.
John Paul's lucky to have found such a wonderful girl to share his life with. We wish you both peace and happiness together. And finally, we'd like to leave you with this thought. To be asked to be best man is a bit like being asked to sleep with the Queen Mother.
She's a great Anna, but nobody wants to do it.
Okay, if you can please all be upstanding and raise your glasses for the bride and groom, John Paul and Tanya.